All right. So this is going to be a little bit of rough edit because I'm doing it off the cuff. All right. Well, I'm here with Morning Play co-host Jesse and MJ. Wanted to get a little bit more insight.
Who are you again?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Mike Wallace over here.
I'm just a random
Investigating
guy.
journalism at its best.
Just a random guy. Yes.
Actually, the voice you're going to hear is Bryan, who is our behind-the-scenes kind of web guy. You don't see him. You usually don't
No
hear
one
him.
sees him.
He's the man behind the mask.
Yeah.
Because I'm behind the scenes,
That's
so
it.
you don't see
Okay.
me. Yes. So
He's very inquisitive because we don't talk to him very often.
yes. This is my only time.
He loves the Louisville Cardinals too.
Yes, he does.
Not true. Go Cats.
All right.
Anyway, so we want to get to know a little bit more inside knowledge into the great duo
Okay.
of the Morning Play, Jesse and
boy.
MJ.
Are we getting fired? Are they
Maybe.
hiring somebody
I think
else?
so.
So my first question that I have for you is, how long have you guys actually been working together now?
Well, it's a little over a year, right?
Is it only a year?
We just had our 1 year anniversary not long ago.
Yeah, my signing bonus, or my signing day was.
You got a bonus?
You're getting paid? Yeah, it's almost a year and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's
This will be our second derby together, if
Yes,
that tells you.
yes.
okay. Awesome, but that's exciting. Now my second question, maybe a little bit more deep for you. What have y'all learned about each other that surprises you about the other person?
He hates housework and chores. I know that. I've learned that.
But I do it.
But he hates them and he complains about them every day.
Now,
She is always more proud of her cat than her kid.
That's not
That's-
true. He just says that because I put more pictures of
Okay,
my
okay.
cat.
Well, her cats disappoint her less than her family.
That's not true.
okay. Now I have to ask you the second part of the question. Why
Yeah.
does that surprise you? With you and his housework, and with you and her
Because I
cat.
figured he was a sensitive dude, and he'd just be down for doing his housework.
I do it. I just don't do it because it has to be done. I mean, really, if you like doing housework, you're a little crazy.
I like yard work. It's different.
I hate yard work. You know what? I'll clean your house before I'll cut your grass.
You're on.
Wow. Well, we might actually follow up and see if that goes through.
Oh, not her house. I'm allergic to cats, and she has like 8.
Oh, okay, all right. Boy.
Yeah.
Now I've done a little bit of my research, read that in both of your bios, you both like comics. You're both
Yeah.
nerdy people, if that's the proper
Yeah.
word
Shock
to
me.
use.
Yeah, right.
Yes. So I have to ask each of you, what is your favorite comic book series and why?
Nancy Drew over here. I'm gonna wait for her answer.
Nancy Drew. No, I mean, I'm not so deep into it that I can tell you like particular runs and things like some people can. Probably, I don't know. I mean, probably X-Men, I would guess.
Okay, well, I was going to say, you've told me X-Men, but you also brought to my attention the Dark Tower series. You really like that.
Yeah, because I'm a big Stephen King fan. So, and now that
Which that's more of a graphic novel, I guess, but that was cool.
Well, I gave you, there's that one, and then there's the book series, and now there's going to be a movie, so.
She's the more well-read of the two of us. Like,
Which is not shocking at all. by
I
the
mean,
way.
if it doesn't have pictures in it, it's odds I probably haven't read it.
Yeah.
I am, as you can probably tell, a Green Lantern and Captain America fan. But I have a lot of different genres that I like as well. I like, Why the Last Man is an older series that's been out, and certain other things too. So it's not just superheroes, but tends mostly to be superheroes.
That's awesome. Now, since you guys claim to be self-proclaimed nerds,
Yeah.
I have to ask you, what is the nerdiest thing that you've seen or been a part of with the other person?
Wow.
You have more than I have.
It's gonna say, I mean, probably the most outright nerdiest was walking down to the first Trump rally downtown Louisville at the convention center. I was the camera person, and he was dressed in full Captain America costume, and we walked down 4th Street, and he was talking to people in line about, because how much more American can you get than Captain America?
That's
And
what I thought.
I was astonished at how many people will just roll up on you and talk to you when you're wearing a Captain America costume. My first instinct would be to run away, but that's not what people did.
Well, and what's really good too is that you didn't. Your first instinct also wasn't to attack me with a Louisville Slugger.
No, it was not.
Like one woman did.
Like one woman.
That video's out there. It exists. I
yeah,
assure you.
go find it.
So
Now, are you wearing the Captain America suit? Is that a part of making America great again? I was just curious. I thought.
well, now you're going to get me threatened with another Louisville Slugger because somebody asked me about that, and my response was, I think America is already pretty great / super.
Woman with bat booing. So,
Booing. Is this a crowd booing? You know,
It
that's
was
not a
scary.
political statement. That's just me being proud of the country of my birth.
See.
To which, you know, you would have thought I was
Drama.
a communist.
Yeah, it was scary.
Yeah.
Now, what is the nerdiest thing you've seen MJ?
I don't really like fly my nerd flag like that. Like he
No.
does. I don't costume. I mean, what I for Halloween? What did I wear for Halloween this year?
You were some random person from American or Horror Story.
Yeah.
You had this like
That was
sweater
nerdy.
get up. She's
That was
very. You're very nerdy about books and
I dressed up like one of the Professor Trelawney from Harry Potter one year. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
You're more. You are more nerdy about other pop culture things. Like you're up on Real Housewives.
Yes.
You also like, if I've said like Stephen King books, you know,
Yeah.
you're really up on that.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, you're really big
I'm
on.
really into Game of Thrones.
It's
yeah.
really a nice pairing because she's nerdier about stuff that I'm not, and then vice versa. So our nerdiness complements each
Equal
other.
opportunity nerds.
Mhm. Odds are, if there's something to be nerdy out there about,
One of us.
except Doctor Who.
I've tried. I mean, I
Neither
know
of
who
us-
people are, but I can't get all the way.
Neither of us can really call ourselves Whovians.
Yeah.
Well, my biggest question I always been, who's Doctor Who? I don't get it.
It's not a
Well,
funny
not
joke.
that bad.
Look
You're
it
gonna
up.
get us hate mail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, my last question is a little bit off the wall, but it was just a question that was burning inside of me and I needed to know. What is the issue with green beans?
What's wrong with green beans?
I hate them.
I hear
Green
someone
beans
has
are delicious.
Green
issue
beans
with
are
green
awful.
Green beans are great.
My son loves green beans. I can't stand them. There are probably maybe 5 foods in the entire world that I do not like to eat. Green beans being at the very top of the list.
They gotta be made right with butter, a little bacon in
I'm a
there,
gag.
some
If you keep it
pepper.
up. Well, I liked them as a kid.
Yeah,
I liked them a lot. One time I got sick. Haven't been able to have them since.
I can understand that.
So, I mean, like, one year for Easter, Lindsay made green beans, my wife, and we were driving up to her parents' house to drop them off, and I almost lost it 3 times. The smell of them in the car. I told her, you're not allowed, you can't make them for
No more green
for
beans in
family.
the car.
And the whole house stunk of it. And I mean, seriously, that's not even an exaggeration. I could not keep things down.
Okay.
So we need to make the audience clear that you don't just outright hate green beans. There is a significant
There's
backstory
an
for it.
outright hatred. I mean, look, one time a green bean accosted me on the street. Never again. Never
But you
again.
just snap them. You just snap them.
Well, they were kind of doing the bend and snap, but that's another thing entirely.
Well, guys, I know you've got to get back to the great show that you guys do in the mornings.
I wouldn't use the word great, but you can.
Yeah, please.
And so thank you for taking the time to sitting down with us, giving our public a little bit more inside knowledge into the great morning show.
I wish you'd quit using that word. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Great.
you know what? We're going to get back to the radio where we're not seen.
Thank you.
Thank you.